5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Brew. Brewnomics.
We have here today in our round 1 matchup a Danger Sunset, a number 2 seed from Barbarian Brewing versus the number 15 seed, the Pyramid Apricot Ale. Dick, what do you think about this?
Ooh, I'm pretty interested in them. Tell me a little bit about the Danger Sunset. Danger Sunset!
Well, it's a pretty good matchup in that this is actually a sour beer, right? Versus the Hefeweizen, if you will. Or amber ale. It's kind of a cross between, really. But honestly, Barbarian is known for their experimentalness, at least in Boise, right? They do the most experimenting out of any brewery that I've seen out there in the Boise area. And consequently, like, you're gonna find some beers that just disappear, but at the same time, you're gonna find some that are amazingly good as they figure this out. Danger Sunset's kind of a newer entry for them, but at the number 2 rank, it is actually gonna be 4.2 on Untapped. So that's where we get our seasons from. What do you got for the Pyramid?
So for the Pyramid Apricot Ale, it's in at 5.1% alcohol by volume. It's at 11 IBUs, which are taken as they are, and it has an average rating on Untapped of 3.52. This is available all year round. It's Pyramid's most, I think it's probably their best seller for sure.
It's that or probably, maybe their curveball in summer.
Sure.
Want to say?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one of theirs.
Well, let's stop talking about it. Let's do that.
Heck yeah. Oh, there's a sweetness that I remember.
Nice on the palate, smooth. This has a sweetness to it that's not overwhelming.
It's not like you just took like apricot nectar or like that juice that you find in like a, fruit cup can or whatever and just poured it into a beer. It's not like that. It's a little bit more complex, but still just as sweet, just as smooth.
Absolutely. The Danger Sunset!
Alright, here we go. Of course you have, both myself and Vic here. I typically tend to be more of a sour person than you, I would say, at least of late.
I don't hate them by any means. I come across a few that I generally appreciate, so this is going to be an interesting matchup.
It smells fruity right away.
Absolutely.
Alright, this is a great, interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Wow. It has that tart finish, but I will tell you this. The Danger Sunset is also the most expensive beer in our tournament this year.
Sitting at about our $3 sign rating from a 1, 2, or a 3.
That's correct.
Also, the interesting thing about the Danger Sunset is it has to be served around 55 degrees for optimum tasting, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you might be mistaken. I think it was 45.
45.
I think it was 45 to 55.
God, that is tasty.
It is so tasty.
Tart tickles the tongue. This is an exceptional beer.
It is good. I keep going back for more, knowing what I'm going to get with the Pyramid, but
yeah,
this is very hard. I don't know. We've got one I'm going to choose.
Another
Let me go back. Yep. It's going to come down to the wire with this one, I think. What do we got for the Pyramid? What do you think about that?
Availability year-round and cost-wise, pretty $1 to $2 range. Probably $1
You could pretty much find the Pyramid anywhere on the West Coast, I would think, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Maybe even Utah, Nevada, that kind of thing.
Danger Sunset, a little harder to come by since it's from Barbarian, a little more experimental.
We were able to get it in bottles, which is very significant because not all Barbarian brews make it that far that they are actually willing to bottle it.
Well, you ready to rate this, sir?
I am. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, man.
We need a judge. We need an impartial judge.
Uh-oh.
I have been summoned
Jessica has returned.
to save the day. I already think I'll like this one less based on smell, but I'm not gonna call it. Which one of you is the most right?
She likes neither of us, so she is truly impartial.
Oh yeah, I don't even know these guys. I just walked in.
It is a very close matchup.
That is a very close match because they're both good in their own way. Like this. No.
Yeah!
Alright, I'll concede that. Well done. So it seems like the Dangerous Sunset is going to be moving on to the second round. Hats off to Barbarian Brewing, and thank you for playing, Pyramid. Might see you next year, maybe not. Probably a different beer. All right, thank you very much. We're out.
Next round.